Dear friends, today I am going to talk about two most powerful devices for unleashing the limitless powers of your mind. The first device is practicing awareness, and the second is adding the dimension of festivity into your daily life and living. No doubt the focus of mind or concentration is required for being able to cope up with the requirements and challenges of life. But in a state of concentration, your mind is narrowed, your consciousness is narrowed. In fact, during concentration, your awareness becomes lesser and lesser. Awareness means that your mind is conscious but it is not focused. As against it, concentration means narrowing of your mind more and more to a single point. When your mind is narrowed in a state of concentration, you become conscious of one thing, but at the same time you become unconscious of many other things. Now you become able to know more and more about less and less. In this process of narrowing or concentration, you deprive your mind so much of what it is capable of. The major portion of your mind remains unconscious as an unutilized potentiality. But you can feel the bliss of this existence only when the unconscious potentiality of your mind is allowed to flower in your life. In fact, life becomes a festivity or celebration when all your potential is allowed to bloom. That is why I have been always emphasizing that religion means transforming this life into celebration. The unconscious part of the brain can become active and creative by practicing awareness. That is why meditation is not to be done as a tool for achieving bliss or happiness. It is something to be enjoyed as an end in itself. Everything else follows as such. Meditation simply means just remaining aware while doing nothing in a state of total relaxation. In that state of total relaxation, in that state of just being, your consciousness expands all around and you experience the joy of your whole blooming of consciousness. Another device for unleashing the limitless powers of your brain is to add the dimension of festivity and playfulness into your life. When you are not doing anything and no concentration or focus is needed, then just let things come as they are and remain in a state of total awareness with total joy. But people have been conditioned so badly that even when no narrowing is needed, even when no concentration is needed, they are just narrowed. But even when you are playing, you are not enjoying it just because you are playing for victory. You are playing just to win. In such a situation, what is going on is not important, but the result becomes very important. In business, the result is important, but in festivity, the very act itself is important. In a state of festivity or playfulness, you allow the whole existence to come in. There is a communion. This communion, this celebration, this choiceless awareness, this non-business like attitude, this state of total relaxation is something that I call meditation. For example, I am talking to you. If I am concerned about what I am going to get as a result, then my talk would become a business. It will become a work. It will become a burden. Otherwise, the talk becomes a play. It becomes a joy. So, what is your attitude that matters? And your attitude makes the big difference. In fact, survival needs conditioning, it needs focus and concentration, it needs narrowing, but survival is not the end. So you must be capable of putting on your conditioning and taking it off when it is not needed. So learn the art of going out with it and doing all your business in the outside world. But when you come home, drop it just outside the boundaries of the home. You have to learn to exist with others and with yourself too. While with others, learn the art of concentration and focusing. While with others, learn to live as the world lives. But when you are with yourself, when you are within the premises of your home, learn the art of festivity and celebration. Let your whole unconscious mind come to its flowering in that state of festivity and celebration when you are not dealing with the world, when you are not doing any business of the world. You must exist among others with your conditioned mind, but while with yourself, you must learn to live with an unconditioned consciousness. Since both are needed for your life, both must be fulfilled.